not so nursery, not so nursery.
Hello everyone and welcome to this Lyric Land video with me, Mr. Linham, and today we're doing some not so nursery rhymes. We're going to take a nursery rhyme and we're going to pull it apart and stretch it in different ways. And today's nursery rhyme is Here We Go Round the Mulberry Bush. Now the good thing about this one is there's lots and lots of different words and lots of different games that you can play with it, as well as the ways that we can pull it around in new and interesting ways, making this nursery rhyme not so nursery, as our lovely catchphrase goes. So let's have a little go at learning the song with a key of F major, and we go like this. Here we go round the mulberry bush. Sing that. And here we go round the mulberry bush. And instead of saying mulberry bush, because we're in East London, we would say mulberry bush. But if you're being very technical, here we go round the mulberry bush. But that feels very wrong to me, personally, but there we are. So, here we go round the mulberry bush, the mulberry bush, the mulberry bush. Or, here we go round the mulberry bush, the mulberry bush, the mulberry bush. Whichever you prefer. I'm going to sing mulberry, but that's because I'm part of the East London Massive, obviously. Here we go. 1, 2, let's try that bit. Here we go round the mulberry bush, the mulberry bush, the mulberry bush. Now you've actually learned half the song there, so let's try that one more time. Here we go. Here we go round the mulberry bush, the mulberry bush, the mulberry bush. Let's add the next bit. Here we go round the mulberry bush. That's the same as it was, but the ending goes like this. This cold and frosty morning, this cold and frosty morning. So we're stretching the word frosty over frosty. That's called melisma, melismatic writing there. So here we go round the mulberry bush, this cold and frosty morning. Now, you might be sitting there thinking, you know what, Mr. Linham, I know other words. Well, I'm looking in my songbook, and my songbook says, now's the time we clap our hands, or this is the way we clap our hands, and this is the way we stamp our feet. And then there's versions about lazy Mary not wanting to get up and being bribed with bread and jam. There's all sorts of different versions. I'm sure on the internet you can find many more different versions of this song. But we're not worried today about what the words are. We're worried about how we can take the melody, the tune, the bit that we've sung, and move it around and mess it around and pull it apart in different ways. So let's sing it the whole way through, and then we're going to look at different ways to pull it apart. Here we go. Here we go round the mulberry bush, the mulberry bush, the mulberry bush. Here we go round the mulberry bush, this cold and frosty morning. One more time. Here we go round the mulberry bush, the mulberry bush, the mulberry bush. Here we go round the mulberry bush, this cold and frosty morning. Now at the moment my piano part is really quite dull, it's not that interesting, and even if I'm going like that, I enjoy that because that's that kind of East London sound, but I think we can make more of it. So I could go with a kind of more kind of emotional, kind of pulling, kind of rippling. That makes for a more interesting accompaniment. Accompaniment being the bit that accompanies or goes with the singing or the melody. So, here we go round the mulberry bush. 1, 2, 3. Here we go round the mulberry bush, the mulberry bush, the mulberry bush. We can get a lot more mysteriousness in there, can't we? Now, if you've listened to the rhythm of this song, you'll hear it. So go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. We call this a compound time signature. That means the way we feel it goes 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 is uneven as opposed to 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. Da, 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 da. We can feel that difference in the pulse and in the tempo. It's not, here we go round the mulberry bush. It doesn't feel like that. It feels like da ba da ba da ba da da ba da ba da. It's a very different feeling, isn't it? So we're now going to try in a very different way. We're going to try with a bit of funk. funk's been around since the 1960s, and I'm basically using the term to mean a kind of groovy thing. Funk is a very specific musical style from the 1960s and 70s, made famous by James Brown, but I'm trying to use that word in a just kind of a funky way, rather than specifically funk. So, here we go round the mulberry bush, the mulberry bush. We get that kind of funky feeling. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Here we go round the mulberry bush, the mulberry bush, the mulberry bush. Here we go round the mulberry bush, this cold and frosty morning. We can get that funky feeling. Does that help? Yeah. So we go again. 1, 2, 3. Here we go round the mulberry bush, the mulberry bush, the mulberry bush. Here we go round the mulberry bush, this cold and frosty morning, this cold and frosty morning. Lovely. Well, I'm sure that gives it a very different feeling. There's a kind of a darkness, isn't there? A kind of dark. There's a kind of a mystery. I think the moment you hear that, oh, something's about to happen. What is it? Oh, we don't know. Finding the mystery in the sound. So I'm going to really funk it up now, and you're going to do your best to sing it along. Here we go. Here we go round 1, 2. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Here we go round the mulberry bush, the mulberry bush, the mulberry bush. Here we go round the mulberry bush, this cold and frosty morning. Here we go round the mulberry bush, the mulberry bush, the mulberry bush. Here we go round the mulberry bush, this cold and frosty morning, this cold and frosty morning, this cold and frosty morning, this cold and frosty morning. Here we go around the mulberry bush, and a nice cha-cha-cha on the end of a bit of funk. Who knows what's going on? But that's the joy of these videos, of these not-so-nursery rhymes, twisting and breaking and snapping them into different and hopefully more interesting pieces. Well, I hope you've had fun exploring not-so-nursery rhymes with me and this Mulberry Bush song, and I will see you for another video sometime soon. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel and turn the pesky notifications on, and visit the Lyricland website where there's lots and lots of resources for you to get involved with. I'll see you again very, very soon. Bye everybody!